No! The day of darkness! It cannot be! Well, just in time, I guess. How could High Priestess Selene have been possessed by the heart of Valmar? In order to prevent Valmar's awakening, His Holiness Zera asked me to collect all the pieces and absorb them into me. And then the Grandia Saber shall be used to destroy me and Valmar as well. By the blood of... This is not a good plan! What about Millennia? What about the horns inside of me?
Lord Granus died long, long ago. Valmar was victorious in battle.
What? Then why did you make us hunt for the Grandia Saber?
My purpose was to release the body of Valmar that was sealed together with the Grandia Saber. Songstress of Grunts, girl of vile power, you shall awaken Valmar. The time has come, Elena.
So that's Valmar's moon. Tio, just plunge it in.
Yes, sir.
Hey everybody, it's Yusuf for Dad's Free Time Let's Plays, getting it in. Yeah, I just finished doing the editing for the whole, well, just for this minute and a half. I usually try to keep them down to a minute, but once the story starts getting like plentiful, I have to extend the flashback so it's reasonable. Anyway, yeah, all my questions for this thing are answered except for the question of why the pieces of Valmar needed to be spread apart in the first place. So why we have to go through this whole thing, 'cause this is basically the same plot as Persona, right? The Doomsday is coming. Yeah, Persona 3, the Doomsday is coming, and we fight all these monsters, and they all start to form up into one big monster that's going to kill the world. But in Persona 3, they had a reason as to, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but they had a reason as to, I spoiled a little bit of it anyway. they had a reason as to, you know, why the parts got split up, you know what I mean? It's you know, basic. Here they don't have a reason just yet. They haven't had a reason just yet, and I haven't played through the whole game. You know, I'm just, like I said in the last one, I'm doing this until I can get to the end of where I've recorded, because the recordings are taking so much space that I'm running out of place to put them. At any rate, so that's the one question that hasn't been answered. The trip to get the Grandia Saber so that you can release the body of Valmar, Selene being a douchebag and becoming the heart of Valmar, which, you know, absolutely makes sense because she's kind of dark. Anyway, yeah, the darkness of everybody's hearts that have been revealing themselves everywhere we found a piece of Valmar. Now I don't know if the piece of Valmar was affecting the people, or if the people were affecting or giving the strength to Valmar, and Valmar found that place to prey upon. But yeah, you know, so far the whole story is making decent sense, and I'm happy about that. So they've answered every question I could possibly have. If you guys can think of one, then let me know. So far, the only question that hasn't been answered is, yeah, why do they need to be split up? Anyway, let's back to the story. Alright, so I've just edited out of probably about an hour and a half of footage into 11 minutes, and I realize I haven't said anything, so one of two things, this is editor Yusuf still, one of two things might be happening is number one, I'm really tired, or number two, somebody is harassing me, and that's why I don't have the voice sound on or whatever. Anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have much to say on these things. Yeah, I think it's weird that they kind of did two internal monster stages in a row. You know, yeah, it's the first one was definitely inside a monster. The second one was supposed to be in Valmar's Dark Moon or whatever. This is Valmar's Dark Moon, but it's let's be real. These are intestines. This is a living tissue we're running through. You know, although I doubt I'd be able to run through it this freely. It's supposed to be the body of a god, but it can't really do any. But I just kind of walking through. Oh, those things came out by surprise, didn't they? I'm just kind of walking through, you know. It's weird. I mean, you'd think that these monsters would be like, oh my goodness, let me go ahead and take some antacid or something. That's what I would be like if people climbed inside me and then they started poking at my spots and stuff, and I would definitely be like, yo, yeah, maybe I should take some aspirin or some shit, you know, just kind of stop them. Anyway, yeah, I would totally do that. I know what I could talk about. It's the children in my tennis classes. You know, I'm a tennis teacher, and I teach all ages, right? But the group lessons that I have are after you know, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Gotta grab the kids from this school and, you know, teach them tennis, or, you know, at least get them to have some fun and do something while they're waiting for their parents to get off work so they can pick them up. You know what I mean? Yeah, most definitely. The thing is that sometimes I get a little involved with the kids. You know, not too involved, but sometimes they're kind of bad, and I gotta tell their parents. You know, and that kind of sucks because I was a bad kid myself. And I'm constantly under this conflict that the you know, number one, I don't want any entitled parents to get really super mad at me because I suggested that their son was doing anything bad, because all parents have a good view of their kid, you know. So I have to be really careful if their kid does something bad enough for me to report it, and then I have to, like, say something to their parents. Most of the time they're pretty helpful. I haven't run into one that's been really mad, but for the most part, like, I'm really patient, so I don't if a kid's acting like really crazy or something one day, you know, or it just depends on how respectful they are. So most of the time, I just want them to be respectful, not mess with the other teachers or whatever. I can take it. Sometimes I'm a really goofy dude, so I think kids feed off of my goofy energy and they want to be crazy. So I kind of get that, and I give them a little break on that stuff. But yeah. If they do things like, for instance, a boy tries to beat up girls all the time, and it'll creep me out, you know, because when I was younger, you know, I had to deal with with women, like girls that I liked. And for the most part, there was a playful atmosphere, but after a while, like every now and then, it would get a little rough. And a girl could like straight up punch me in the face and leave a black eye, and nothing would happen to her. But if I retaliated at all, then I was in all sorts of trouble, and I never thought that was fair. But I mean, you know, that's the teachers always made a point to explain to me that's just the way shit is, you know, that's the way it is. You know, now there might be rules that protect a dude if he's being assaulted by a woman or whatever, but, you know, by and large, they're looking for a reason for the woman to put her hands on the guy regardless of what's going on. It's not, you know, a matter of whether it's fair. It's a matter of whether or not the guy said anything that would irritate the girl or some junk like that. So whenever something like that seems to happen, where the boy playfully is, you know, trying to attack a girl and stuff like that, I have to like break out of the tennis teacher character and try to be, you know, very careful in explaining to, you know, this boy that that's not as acceptable with women. You know, there are some special cases, but by and large, you know, I had to tell on this one boy the other day, and it really sucked. I didn't want to be that guy. So we're almost at the end of this. So yeah, I had to tell on this boy, you know, and for going after the girls, but he's a little bit more of a jerk than that, you know. But I give him the benefit of the doubt. If he's coming after me, to me it's not that big of a deal. I'm patient enough to deal with it. I just didn't want him to hit any girls, start any crap. So his mom comes up and asks me how her son's doing in the class. So I like say, well, since you asked, I had to pull her to the side and kind of explain the situation, how I didn't want him to get in trouble for messing with women in this manner, because it's not really appropriate. She points out that he's got a sister, so I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it was weird because he does worse things, right? But I didn't feel like telling on him. I mean, not worse things. Him chasing the women around with a racket makes me cringe, like, real bad. But he like throws balls, like tosses balls close to teachers and stuff. He rages a lot. You know what I mean? So I think that's a little crazy, but I you know, I didn't pull that out. You know, I feel like that stuff is you know, kind of, I can deal with that sort of stuff. You sit him down or whatever, and then move along. But when he goes after the women with rackets just because they tease him, I can't do that. That's horrible. So the mom had to tell him to go wait for her up out of earshot or whatever. And then we had this conversation, and I know he was like being tortured up there, thinking that I was like, you know, spilling all the tea about everything he does, when really I'm just saying that I'm slightly concerned with that whole chasing women with a racket sort of thing. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's I'm sure, I mean, I've been in that boy's position, except my parents always got called, because by the time they showed up to pick me up, you know, none of my teachers were ever around. So I mean, I knew how he felt. You know what I mean? And I tried not to mess with him on that, but it was fun, kind of screwing with his brain a little bit. Like, I'm gonna tell her everything, and then not really telling her everything. Anyway, here's the story. All right, am I on? Okay. What is this place? Ryudo, look! Elena! Zara is with her. Elena! The world has been warped and twisted by the loss of the light. The future has already been written, and it is one of darkness. Without the light, the soul suffers and is drawn to darkness, craving more than the hollow teachings of Granas can offer. Nothing can save the world except the revival of Valmar. Then all I have held to be scared, sacred. All we have struggled for has been for nothing? Ah, you are mistaken. Your actions have served me well. Ha 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 ha! But why are you troubled? Why do you yet sorrow? I wanted to save people, but now you have done nothing but add to their burdens. Your kind heart has brought them nothing but pain. In order to prevent the day of darkness, in order to make Valmar go away, I lied to even Ryudo. Let me tell you why you suffer. Your prayers are empty, for the age of miracles has long since passed. So, I have been praying to a dead god? It is hopeless? Yes, it is painful. This I know all too well. But your suffering has to come to an end. Come, I shall give you peace. I have no more reason to live. Very well, I shall release you from your source of misery. I shall remove the wings of Valmar which you despise. Don't do it, Elena. I really like... Did they hear any of that? It's only a one-way mirror. I mean, one-way window, apparently. Sounds can get in, they can't get out. Damn it! Get away from Elena! Here we go. It's, the claws? Our task will be more difficult than that of a river which flows back from the sea. He's ready. I don't care! Anything that gets in my way is gonna get 3 feet of steel down its damn throat! Anything! It comes. Alright, let's go. 3-on-1. Or however many arms and legs we got. Let's hit him with the boom. Hit him with that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Oh, what the hell are these things? Egg Guardian. Whatever. If that's the case, then let's get a dance whirl on this guy right here since he's so close. Sorry about that. Is that it for him? Good. Wow. He's about to hit us with the... Wow. Let's hit this one with purple lightning.
Strike! Purple lightning!
Take that.
Take that! And that! Ha!
That was pretty cool. We did it all for the fam. Let's use you on that one. Beast Fang Cut can work on this guy.
Beast fangs!
Here goes.
Tensei can slash!
Alright, let's hit this guy up with the, Let's try this Gad Zap thing. It slow me down.
Respond to my fury!
Yeah, you know, I really like this fast dance whirl. I should have done the tornado earlier. I don't know why. I have all spells and I'm very stingy with them.
Sky, take flight! Here goes! Flying Tensei Ken!
That is pretty nice. Uh-oh. Oh, I just summoned some more of these things. Whatever, we can switch to all spells now then. Come on, go, 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 go!
Release wind. Torch him. It did? Let's see what this looks like.
Beast King Smash!
Oh, I'm all out? Okay.
Yellow.
Strike! Purple lightning! Take that! And that! Yeah! Ha!
Excuse me, this is taking a while.
Flame.
Sky, take flight! Here goes, flying Tensei Ken!
Weight 8,071.
Oh, that did it. All right.
Threat eliminated.